Hereford ring, we'd like to bring special attention to the leadsman of the first place calf, and that's Mary Elmhurst. Mary is exhibiting at her 70th Royal Agricultural Winter Fair at the young age of 75. Congratulations, Mary. Mary was leading Elm Lodge Easy on the Eyes 43E, exhibited by Grant Elmhurst, Elm Lodge Polled Herefords. And in second place, True Luck Keyline 42E, exhibited by True Luck Livestock. In third place, H. Kalin 7420, exhibited by Dempsey Show Cattle. Reading from the top down, number 14 was moved up to the previous class, 15 was second, 16 was third, 17 was fourth, 18 was eighth, 19 was your class winner, 20 was sixth, 21 was ninth, 22 was 10th, 23 was seventh, and 24 was fifth. In the South Ring, we continue on with the National Junior Beef Heifer Show, now moving into the confirmation classes. We'd like to welcome Cam Sparrow as our judge for today. Cam runs a purebred Charolais cow herd and a small grain farm with his wife Carrie and 3 daughters. They have 180 purebred cows. Cameron has judged both in Canada and the United States and has judged many national breed shows, steer shows, most of the national junior shows, and 4-H regionals. Welcome, Cam. Associate membership in the Ontario Hereford Association is open to all enthusiasts. This important fundraiser for the Ontario Hereford Association provides some of the financial support necessary to sustain the organization throughout the year. You will notice a member of our team selling tickets periodically throughout the day. With a ticket, you have a chance to win one of 3 exciting prizes. First place, travel or a beef voucher at the outlet of your choice with a value of $1,000. Second place, Still RB200 gas pressure washer valued at $649. And finally, third place would be a Still FS56 RCE straight shaft gas trimmer valued at $299. Tickets for the associate membership draw are available today until the conclusion of the Hereford reception this evening. First class of commercial calves, congratulations goes to ring number 173, Ashton Irvin, showing Boyle River Bambi, 16E. In second place, Sydney Summers with Eva. And in third place, Curtis Jones with Timbers Ebony. Reading from the top down, ring number 1 was 7, ring number 2 was 5th, ring number 3 was 8th, ring number 4 was 3rd, ring number 5 was 6th, ring number 6 was 2nd, ring number 7 was 4th, and added entry ring number 173 was your class winner. Back into the Hereford ring, we congratulate our junior division champion female calf, ring number 19, Elm Lodge Easy on the Eyes, 43E, exhibited by Grant Elmhurst, Elm Lodge Pulled Herefords. And your reserve junior division champion female calf goes to ring number 2, Grow JDL Temptation, 14C, 427E, exhibited by Grosvenor Farms and JDL Cattle Company. In your second class of commercial calves, first place goes to ring number 11, Cole Hunter with Three Brothers Ella. And in second place, Lacey Geddes with TJ Hot Cross Buns, 206E. And in third place, Megan Metzke with Midnight. Reading from the top down, ring number 8 was second, ring number 9 was fifth, ring number 10 was fourth, ring number 11 was your class winner, ring number 12 was third, and ring numbers 13 and 14 were both scratched from the class. from Dorbay Polled Herefords and Taboo Polled Herefords if they could please make their way to the announcer's table. special yearlings. Congratulations goes to first place, Kennedy Howe with Miller's Queen of Diamonds. And in second place, Maddie Bott with Botwood Letitia's Diamond. In third place, Summer McKay with HRBK Miss Doubtfire. Reading from the top down, ring number 15 was 10th, ring number 16 was 8th, ring number 17 was 7th, ring number 18 was 9, ring number 19 was your class winner. Ring number 20 was 6th, 21 was 4th, ring 22 was 5th, ring 23 was 2nd, and ring 24 was 3rd. goes to first place, ring number 31, Stonewood Susie 21E, exhibited by Stonewood Grange. And in second place, Stonehenge Echo 4E, exhibited by Eric Rieger, Stonehenge Herefords. And in third place, RVP Z400 Gold Elegance ET 111E, exhibited by River Valley Polled Herefords. In your catalog, reading from the top down, ring number 25 was 8th, ring number 26 was 3rd, ring number 27 was 4th, ring number 28 was 10th, ring number 29 was 2nd, ring number 30 was 9th, ring number 31 was your class winner, ring number 32 was 5th, ring number 33 was 6th, and ring number 34 was 7th. special yearlings, congratulations goes to first place, WCC Dixie 20D, exhibited by Mark Anderson. In second place, GJBM Queen of Hearts 2D, exhibited by Caitlin Ryby. And in third place, Molly, exhibited by Ryan Smuck. Reading from the top down, ring number 25 was 10th, 26th was 11th, 27 was 6th, 28 was 4th, 29 was 8th, 30 was 2nd, 31 was 1st, 32 was 5th, 33 was 9th, 34 was 3rd, and added entry to this class, ring number 172, was 7th.
beautiful and elegant in her design. I love the balance and symmetry in this female. Really exquisite in those areas. But again, just not enough natural mass and volume and through that rib cage. And then a heifer that does have some rib is the one that goes out next. Just a little uncoordinated in the way those parts and pieces were put together, particularly when we set her into motion. I think she's one that could just tie together a little smoother from nose to tail. And then 3 heifers that round out the class. They just have a little structural issue and some balance issues with these females, but certainly some form and function built into them. Very high quality class of females from top to bottom. Congratulations.
First place in the Hereford ring goes to JDL Janice 14C 204E, exhibited by Justin Josh and Jessica Lasby, JDL Cattle Company. And in second place, Elm Lodge Emerald 25E, exhibited by Grant Elmhurst, Elm Lodge Pulled Herefords. In third, Taboo 1021C Emma 204E, exhibited by Medonte Highlands Pulled Herefords. Reading from the top down, ring number 35 was 8th, ring number 36 was 5th, ring number 37 was 9th, ring number 38 was 4th, ring number 39 was 6th, ring number 40 was 3rd, 41 was your class winner, 42 was 2nd, and 43 was 7th.
Test. Well, there's a real strong class of heifers, right from top, right into this bottom end of this class. Wow. I got to start off with the female in this class that's going to make the cow. She's carrying some babies. She's starting to throw some udders. She's just lots and good about her. She's just a good old commercial cow. She's coming ready to work. She's not as the fanciest heifer in this class. She's starting to lose her top. She's got a baby in her, and she needs to start losing that top. She's a cow. I like that type. I love the udder. Look at the udder spacing under her. If I was going in and I had to pick a cow herd right now and I looked at her, I'd pick her because I have to have cows with nice udders, and they have to be ready to calve to make me money. February, she should be calving. Second place heifer, good, powerful heifer. Love the type. Lots of shape. Lots of people are going to say, why didn't a heifer like this win this class? She could have. I'd like to see a little bit more what my first place heifer has. She's got some baby in her. She's dropping an udder, my first place heifer. That's hugely important. I have to make money in this business. Third place heifer here. Another heifer. 1 or 2, 3, 4. Could split them either which way. I like to change like my second place heifer was in the last class. I like to change her structure. I like to move her shoulder blade ahead or shoulder point ahead a little bit, put a little bit more angle in through that front end. But what a good heifer. Lots of top, enough middle in her for me. Definitely lots of shape in her. Really nice. I like to see her start showing. She's a February, March heifer, and she should start showing that she's going to have a baby here in the next 5 months, 4 months, 3 months. We need to make these heifers work for us. Same with this heifer in fourth place. She's just like my third place heifer. She gives up a little bit of stretch, my first place heifer, to stand any higher, but lots of volume, lots of hip, lots of thickness. I'd like to just change a little bit of her structure. I'd like to put a little more angle in her structure to make her stand any higher today. But solid. 4 heifers in the front of this class. Wow, you guys. Amazing job, you juniors. We get down in class, we got some really nice females. These next 2 females, there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. They give up a little bit of the thickness of our top end heifers, but love the volume and look at these 2 heifers. Like lots of volume, the heifer just leaving the class, she really has a lot of baby in her. She's starting to drop her udder. She just not has the volume of our females that were in the top end of this class. Good class of heifers, 4-H members. Congratulations.
Class 5 commercial yearlings, congratulations goes to Amanda Scott exhibiting GCC Shady Lady 178D. And in second place, Miss Unstoppable exhibited by Carson Blinkiron. And in third place, Scott Band of Gold exhibited by Alex Colts. In your catalog, from the top down, ring number 35 was not shown. Ring number 36 was 6th. 37 was 7th. Ring number 38 not shown. Ring number 39 was 3rd. Ring number 40 was 5th. 41 was 2nd. 42 was 1st, your class winner. 43 was 9th. And 44 was 8th.
Pair of females up here at the top end of this Hereford heifer class really match up quite nicely. I think from a phenotype look, and you look at the way that these two heifers are put together structurally, and they're nearly identical in the way that they can get out and travel. They got some angularity through that hock, and yet they got some look and some power back there as well. I just think that heifer up here at the top end of the class, she lays in better at the top of her shoulder. She comes off the backside and transitions with a little more power and curvature to that first and second rib. And then she's super angular in the way that her neck ties in high out of that shoulder. Really gives you an ultra neat look out of that front 1/3 with plenty of power and plenty of shape from there on back. just an awful, awful good female there to win the class. I love the heifer in the second spot. I think she's got some added bone, some added foot size advantages over that heifer that goes out in front of her. Maybe just not quite as angular in the top of her shoulder blade. Lay her in just a little smoother. Maybe give her just a little more look and balance out of that front 1/3. But again, love the freshness of those two heifers. Love the conditioning that they're in. I like the power and the shape in this heifer in second as well. I'm just thinking really a neat set of females there to go out in 1 and 2. I think it's third place heifer. When you stop and get her parked, dark cherry red female like that, just got a ton of look. Your eyes just naturally drawn to this female. I love the cow power in her, the rib shape, the dimension and the shape to that center part of her body. Just simply need to see her move better when we watch her on the travel. I think she needs to set down with a little more cushion off of those rear two. If we could do that to that female, even though she's not packaged up anywhere close to what the two heifers in front of her do, that's still that could be a pretty neat race up there at the top end of the class if we could see that heifer go out with a little more authority. Then we come into a powerfully made and powerfully constructed female. I moved up a couple spots. He just had her down there on the end. I just couldn't see her. Finally got her up here where we could look at her, and this is an awful good female right here. She's got the bone and the foot size that you saw in that second place heifer with the turn to her top and the muscle shape down at top and out of her hip. I think she's got a lot of good things going for her. Maybe not quite the look and the freshness out of that front end, but more importantly, I think we need to just add a little more body cavity to this one, a little more sweep to that rib shape in relationship to the three heifers in front of her. I think given time, if she gets that one's going to fight her way up a couple of spots in my mind at any future shows. Then we come into a pair of heifers that set out here next. They're really elegant and balanced in the way that they're designed on the profile. I love them on the park. It's where we draw issue is when we get them out on the move. I think we could just free them up, set them down with a little more cushion and comfortability off of both ends when we watch them travel. I think we do that to those heifers. There's certainly a lot of form and function built into them. Bigger frame, longer sided female that comes next just simply gets overpowered from a muscling standpoint. Just need to power her up from end to end. The two heifers that round out the class, just a little unbalanced in the way that they come to us on the profile today. Just need to add a little more overall design and makeup to their skeletal build to get them up any higher today. But nice class, again, heifers from top to bottom. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
In the Hereford Ring, congratulations to your class winner, Elm Lodge Tay Down Essence 19E, exhibited by Grant Elmhurst, Elm Lodge Polled Herefords. And in second place, MHPH 3134 Pebbles 120E, exhibited by Madani Highlands Polled Herefords. In third place, Double H Zumba 127E, shown by Paul and Laura Stafford, Double H Cattle Company. In your catalog from the top down, ring number 44 was a scratch. Ring number 45 was fourth. Ring number 46 was third. Ring number 47 was first. Ring number 48 was seventh. Ring number 49 was sixth. Ring number 50 was ninth. Ring number 51 was fifth. Ring number 52 was eighth. And ring number 53 was second.
We're going to start this class. We're going to start this class off with a heifer that I think probably is the most complete heifer in the class. Maybe not the most powerful heifer, but a heifer that's just got a lot of good in her, lots of metal in her, just really nice made. I think I start seeing she's dropping a calf down inside of her. Just a heifer that's got lots of shape to her. Just nothing extreme about this heifer, just an easy heifer to win this class. We get down to second place heifer, a heifer that a powerful heifer, just gives up a little bit of that. I'd like to just put a little more shape in this heifer today, but good heifer. These top two heifers are really, really close. As we get down into third place here, we got a really nice heifer this 4-H'er has. Lots of volume in this heifer. Just gives up a little bit of the style and the shape of our heifers that won this class. As we get down into the fourth place heifer, a heifer that I really struggled with. I like a lot of this heifer. I think she's dropping a calf. She's starting to drop an udder. Just lots of good about her. I'm a little bit concerned about she's a little bit extreme for me today. I know I don't like to judge a lot up through that front end. You hear lots of people talk about shoulder in cattle and too much shoulder. That doesn't bother me. What I see in this heifer is a little bit, maybe as she gets into a future in her life, she's going to have a little bit more birth weight. She's a little bit extreme, and I'm just making a guess today, and don't take that to heart. As we get down in class, we got a really nice set of heifers right through to the bottom end. Good, strong set of commercial heifers to finish off our commercial division.
In our final class of commercial heifers, congratulations goes to first place, Ben Scott with SSC 38D. And in second place, Cody Rogers with McNiven, She's a Diva. And third place, Troy Colts with SSC, She's a Predator 7D. In your catalog, reading from the top down, 45 was 6th, 46 was 9th, 47 was 3rd, 48 was 8th, 49 was 2nd. Ring number 50 was your class winner. Ring number 51, not shown. Ring number 52 was 7th, 53 was 5th, and 54 was 4th. We now welcome into the ring the calves for the selection of the champion and reserve champion commercial heifer.
Well, over here on the Hereford side of the ring, 3 awesome class winners out here, and I think each of them is just a little bit different, bringing something, just a little something different to the table, if you will, in the way that they come at us from a build standpoint or design and muscularity and stoutness. But I think ultimately we've got 3 class winners in respective seconds over here that are superb in their structural design, the way they get out and flow when they move, the angulation that you can see all the way down to the ground, and then still remain powerful and yet refined enough to tell you that they're still females and they're going to remain looking like females on down the road. I just think there's a couple of them out here for me from the quality standpoint and how they put a lot of good things together in such a neat package. There's a couple of them for me that really stand out quite nicely. Let's give them all a nice hand, and I'll go show you which 2 I like today.
Congratulations to our Intermediate Division calf champion, ring number 47, Elm Lodge Taydown Essence 19E, exhibited by Grant Elmhurst, Elm Lodge Pulled Herefords. They're receiving a banner donated by Doré Pulled Herefords from Dorchester, Ontario. And your reserve Intermediate calf champion is ring number 41, JDL Janice 14C 204E, exhibited by Justin, Josh, and Jessica Lasby, JDL Cattle Company. They receive a banner kindly donated by Taboo Pulled Herefords, Nobleton, Ontario.
a little bit of comic relief on my day. I probably need to tell you I am a Charolais breeder. Sure doesn't look like it right now. This is kind of a black world, I have to say right now. And to be honest with you, as I judge this show, I didn't realize that I was doing that, but I have to pick the best cattle, and that's what I'm going to do today. As we go down this ring, we got some really difference in ages. I got some heifer calves down to a powerful May, into a powerful April, into a couple really nice older heifers that are starting to show that they're going to become mama cows. And so this is a real tough class to judge when you got such a difference. Some of these younger cattle need a little more time to come into what they're going to have to do in next spring. But with that, I'm going to go judge this class of champions and keep this show moving.
Presenting the banner on behalf of Masterfeeds is Walt Taylor to our commercial champion, ring number 19, Kennedy Howe, exhibiting Miller's Queen of Diamonds. And your reserve champion, commercial heifer, is exhibited by Amanda Scott, GCC Shady Lady 178D. The National Junior Beef Heifer Show would not be possible without the many sponsors. We'd like to thank especially Masterfeeds as the major sponsor for the show. As well, Semex with its partners WestGen, EastGen, and CIAQ. Beef Farmers of Ontario, Dominion Regalia, Green Tractors, the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair, the Watson family, Designed Stitches Custom Embroidery, the Wellington Advertiser, Top Stock Magazine.
I think a pretty easy class winner in my mind over here on the Hereford side of the ring, and I think one that a heifer calf that you really have to love. I think from a power aspect, just a ton of shape down her top and out of her hip, ultra good in the way that she's designed structurally. I think you get her and set her into motion, she just kind of blows the doors off the rest of the class. And from an angularity aspect and the way she gets out and travels so fluently, so effortlessly, and with a lot of athleticism and cushion off of both ends, just really a nice way to start off this class of females. I think here's a heifer in the second spot that you really love on the profile when on the standstill. Maybe gets just a little upright through that shoulder and knee. We could just set her back with a little more slope to that front end, just a little more angulation and correctness in the way that she's built structurally, and that's pretty evident when we set her into motion, just not the length of stride out of those front 1-2, and it really doesn't want to match up her stride off of the rear 2 as well. Free her up, see some more angulation out of that shoulder, and that one could really rival that class winner even harder than she does today. I think a heifer here in the third spot, you have to like the build on this one. Love the rib shape, the dimension through that center, maybe not quite the look out of that front end, maybe just need a little more suppleness and feminine and eye appeal out of that front 1/3, but definitely one that's got a lot of cow aspects to her build, a lot of form and function built into her from end to end. Really long-sided, long spine female that's got some elevation through that front 1/3. Along with that, maybe just a little bit of too much elevation from navel back to flank. We need to drop her down in that rib shape and design, just open her up ever so slightly, see more natural volume through that center 1/3. Big long-sided heifer that goes out next, stout in her makeup, maybe just not quite the eye appeal out of that front end, just a little plainer in her overall design today to get up any higher. I think here's a couple of heifers that round out the class. I think from a structural aspect, we could certainly align them a little differently, particularly from the ground up. Maybe add some added length of spine, some added depth of body to both of these females to really get them up any higher today. But an excellent class of heifers from top to bottom.
Test. That's better. That's better. That's really loud. Did it have to be that loud? Excuse me, sir. Whatever. That's better. It feels better to me, this mic being like this. This young fellow, you can start to walk out of the ring. We're gonna start this class with a heifer that really wins this class quite easily. Just really a complete young lady here. Just as you walk, that's the way they need to look at this time of their life. They've been on some management. They're showing some condition. They got lots of shape, enough middle in them. Just a heifer there's nothing extreme about her. She's just a good kind of heifer. Really a nice heifer to start this class. The second heifer follows the first place heifer as close as I got in this class. I like to see this heifer just walk with her tail head down a little bit in her. I'd like to just change a little bit into the set in her wheels, but not much. This really is a pretty good heifer. I love the volume in her. A lot of good in that heifer. We get down into the next three black heifers here. Heifers that if you can see as they walk by, they just give up a little bit in the middle, their barrel. Heifer that definitely thick enough, just not as deep as the heifer that won, the two heifers that won this class.
Placings for the previous class in our Hereford ring. First place goes to MHPH 3134 Rhyme 1141E, exhibited by Madani Highlands Polled Herefords. And in second place, DNS Miss Supreme 23B 117E, exhibited by David and Shirley Lasby, DNS Livestock. And in third place, Stonewood Wendy 8E, exhibited by Stonewood Grange. From the top down, ring number 54 was 6th, ring number 55 was 4th, ring number 56 was 2nd, ring number 57 was 5th, ring number 58 was 3rd, ring number 59 was 7th, and ring number 60 was 1st. In our first class of limousines, first place goes to EXE Lovely 1E, exhibited by Colby Campbell. And in second place, Crown Hill Emerald Jade 5E, exhibited by Jocelyn Kennedy. And in third place, GLC Shirley Temple, exhibited by Paige Grant. Class 7, reading from the top down, 55 was first, 56 was fourth, 57 was third, 58 was fifth, 59 was second, 60 was not shown.
When we get into classes like this, there's not a lot of numbers. I'm going to hurry up and go through them because I know today I'm going to get into some classes where I got to slow down, take my time. This Heifer class, anybody watches this, I think this sort's really, really, really easy. Easy class winner. Just look at this Heifer. Like her, just like the Heifer that won the last class. What can you say about her? Nothing extreme, just a good old Heifer. She's come in a nice condition, lots of shape, lots of metal. Just a really good kind of Heifer. Heifer in second just gives up the depth of the Heifer that beats her in class. You see the two walk out there. I can see it. I'm pretty sure everybody else can see it. We get down here into third place, a Heifer that's got a lot like our top two Heifers. Just gives up the volume, maybe a little bit of the performance of our top two Heifers, but good three Heifers. Fourth Heifer, good Heifer. Fifth Heifer, all good Heifers in this class. Congratulations, juniors.
In our second class of limousine calves, congratulations goes to ring number 62, Carson Swambag, with BZ Polled Elsa 8E. In second place, Jesse Thorne, with Othberg's Exquisite. And in third place, SFC Electra, exhibited by Nadia Goodfellow. Reading from the top down, 61 was third, 62 was first, 63 was fifth, 64 was fourth, 65 was second.
Well, another competitive class of these Hereford heifers, and I think a couple of fault-free females in my mind up here at the top end. And I think ultimately what it comes down to is when you get them out here on the profile, you just at least see a little more uniformity in the depth of body in this heifer that wins the class. I think she's a little fuller out of that forerib all the way back to flank. She remains that deep-sided look. All the way from front to rear. Maybe just has just a little bit of extra brisket in relationship to that heifer behind her. I think if we could clean that up and really add to the balance dynamic out of that front 1/3, that could be an even easier placing in my mind. Really good on her feet and legs. I love the body shape. I love the length of spine, the levelness out of her hip. I think this is a really good female there to go out and win the class. Tremendous amount of cow future in that one on down the road. Love the elegance in this heifer, maybe just an extra look or two out of that front end over the heifer that goes out in front of her. Maybe just not quite that depth of side that you see in the class winner, particularly back there through that flank and udder floor. But I appreciate that female and the way that she's packaged up from end to end and top to bottom. I think a heifer here in the 3rd spot, real cowy in her nature. A lot of form and function built into this one as well. Love the rib shape, love the sweep to her underline. I think she's a female, gets a little plainer out of that front end. Maybe just need to see a little more elevation through that chest floor as well. Maybe a little more suppleness and feminine look out of that head and neck could really add to the balanced look from her on a profile standpoint as well. And then a female that comes next. I love the design of her top line, particularly from the right behind her shoulders and the way that spine lays in there, so true and really good, and the way that she gets out and travels. Just not the overall volume and mass that you see in the heifers in front of her. Same can be said about the female that goes next. Just need to see a little more sweep, that underline, a little more natural rib shape and spring to that rib as we work our way down low and through that center carriage. Big stout made heifer that comes next. Love the bone, love the foot size in this one. A lot of power from end to end, just a little uncoordinated in the way that her parts and pieces are packaged up. Fix that aspect with her. We could get her up a couple of spots in my mind today. And then we round out the class with a couple of heifers. Didn't balance out structurally for me. We need to stouten them up in their bone work and give them a little more correctness to the angulation out of that hock. See a little more power and muscle shape when we get right around behind them as well to get them up any higher. Good class of females. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
We're going to start this class off with a heifer that's really complete. I know she's not the biggest heifer in the class, and I know we make money on weight, but I think we could take her, put a bull on this heifer as she's a cow, and make her work for us, just the right type. You look at this heifer, my last 2 classes were won with heifers just like that heifer. Good kind, really good kind. Good down in 3rd or 2nd place there, big power heifer, a lot of good in this heifer. A lot of good, I'm going to say. The similar type of that heifer. Just, I don't know what to really say about her, but she's really good. The heifer in front of her was just so soft, so mellow, and this heifer's a lot. We could flip coins, very good heifer. Heifer in 3rd, we could see as she walks out, she gives up the middle, the depth of our heifers that win this class. Big old spine on her, lots of heifer. I think she's starting to show a little bit of calf coming down in her. We get down with a big heifer here, big volume. I'd like to put a little bit more calf in her. This heifer's old enough now. She should start showing some spring, start showing that she's going to have a baby in the spring, but good kind of heifer. Next 2 heifers really made this class a real strong division.
For the previous class in our Hereford ring, 1st place goes to Chula Vista Emily, 112E, exhibited by Casey and Jill Van Kessel, Chula Vista. And in 2nd place, MBF 127Y, Pollyanna 110E, exhibited by Terry Ball, Marbreen Farm. And in 3rd place, SVF Electric 7E, exhibited by Lois James, Spring Valley Farms. Reading from the top down, 61 was 3rd, 52 was 5th, 63 was 7th. 63 was 4th, 64 was 1st, 65 was 6th, 66 was 2nd, 67 was 7th, and 68 was 8th. Back over on the south side, on our previous class of limousine yearlings, congratulations on first place goes to Laura Scott with Pinch Hill STL DA Bomb 613D. And in second place, Tyler Murray with RLF 184D. And in third place, Taylor Brush with Holly's Desert Storm. Again, reading from the top down, ring number 66 was 6th. Ring number 67 was 5th. Ring number 68, not shown. Ring number 69 was 4th. Ring number 70, not shown. Ring number 71 was 1st. Ring number 72 was 3rd. And ring number 73 was 2nd. We'd like to thank the sponsors for the National Hereford Show. Thank you goes to Green Tractors, HS Nils, Semex, John Deere, Masterfeeds, Ag Careers, Brussels Agri-Service, and Quality Seeds. Thank you for your sponsorship.
Another good set of Hereford heifers, and I think kind of a neat pair of females up here at the top end. Quite a bit of difference in type and kind, and I'm going to choose to use the young gentleman's heifer up here. A little longer spine, a little longer and more extension out of the back side of her body cavity, particularly in through that hook and pin region. That really lends her to have more length of stride, more angulation off of both ends when we set her into motion. Just really, really fluid in the way that she gets out and travels. She's got enough sweep to her belly shape. I like the volume and capacity in relationship to no more condition than she has on her. She's relatively green for a heifer calf at this stage of her life. Maybe ideally just bulk her up ever so slightly, particularly when we get right around behind her. You start to notice that down in through that stifle, the lack of muscling down in there through that rear quarter. But I think a female, given time, that one can be really, really nice in the end. I think a heifer that's packaged up pretty neat is the one in second. Real boxy in her makeup, real square made down her top and out of her hip. Is she as long and as tall as the heifer in front of her? Absolutely not, but I think she's got a lot of quality parts and pieces together. Maybe this one is just a little bit past done in my mind from a conditioning aspect for no more frame size than you see in this female. Because of the moderation, I think we could just see her a little greener and a little fresher today. but certainly a female you have to appreciate when you get her out here on the profile. Another long, extended heifer that comes next from her shoulders on back. You really, really like her. Maybe a little planer out through that head and neck. A female, we just need to drop her down in her body cavity as well. See some more natural volume and dimension through that lower rib. I think here's a heifer that comes next. It's got some stoutness to her makeup and design. I love the feet and legs on this one. From a bonework standpoint, maybe just need to correct the angulation out of her hock and out of that knee. See her set in there a little smoother, right behind her shoulder as well. Let all the parts and pieces blend together in a smoother made package. That could certainly work to her advantage within the class. Another strong topped, level hipped heifer that comes next. Just gets a little shallower bodied. I think a female that comes next in the lineup, maybe just a little plainer in her overall makeup. Quite a bit of condition on these last two heifers in my mind for the stage of maturity that they're in. But I think certainly females that got some form and functional aspects to their build, some maternal look to their center, just need to freshen them up for me today to get them up any higher.
I gotta switch boots. I'll do it next class. We're going to start this class off with a heifer that I believe is really, really complete. You got to understand something about this heifer as she comes at us today. She doesn't have that hair that pops out on end, makes her look that perfect, big hipped, you know. But look at this heifer, the middle in her. This is a female. She's just got nothing extreme about her, lots of middle. She's starting to show some baby down in her, loosening up in through that udder. Looks like it's going to have a beautiful udder. Just a real nice kind of heifer. Heifer in second, power heifer, big top, hip, like everything. I just like to put a little bit more calf. She's starting to get a little to the age where she needs to start showing some calf down in her flank. Heifer in third, big power, lots of middle, lots of bone, just gives up the completeness of our top end of the class. As we get down in class, we got some really strong limo heifers. Just give up the strength, the shape, and the type of our top end of this class.
In the previous class in the Hereford ring, congratulations to ring number 70, RVP Echo 26E, exhibited by River Valley Pulled Herefords. And in second place, WAL Miss Elite 108E, exhibited by William Lyons, Lyons Pulled Herefords. In third place, Black River Eclipse 14E, exhibited by Ray Smith, Black Valley Herefords. Reading from the top down, 69 was fourth, 70 was first, 71 was third, 72